Fremantle would absolutely go into gridlock. I was back in '77 and a phenomenon had happened. Most of you wouldn't remember, but a thing called 10-speed bikes were being sold to the general public, where they'd actually taken racing bikes and made them into a product. And I went and bought one at a famous little bike shop called 10-Speed Spokes. I took it back to the crew house and the boys looked at me and said, Ching, it's the nickname, mate, men drive cars, boys ride bikes. What the hell are you doing? I said, you wait till July, you boys with cars, you're not going anywhere. And then subsequent in America's Cups, we always, the first thing we do when we rocked up in town, we go down to the to 10-Speed Spokes, and stayed through all of this, buy a bike so that we could get around the place right through the chaos of the summer. After we won the cup and we came back here, Skippy Lissaman and I were about the only employees left of the Defence Syndicate, and we were working up at Dalhold offices in the city, Bondi, Alan Bond's sort of private company. And Skippy walked into my office one day and said, hey Chick, you know, you can actually, oh, look, I've got this pamphlet, you can actually ride around the river the whole way on a bike path. We said, let's do it. And so we decided we would do it the following Sunday. And Mike Lefroy, who lived across the road from me, said, well, I'll come. And another guy who's been mentioned already, Alex Allen, decided he would join us as well. Alex is an interesting guy. He was over here on furlough, as the Americans say, from the British public service. He ended up running number 10 Downing Street for 5 years, and then later on was the head spook in Britain, where he was the sort of oversaw the whole of the MI5, MI6, the Army, the Navy, the police. So be very careful with your photographs tonight. I'm sure Alex is most likely still linked into what you're all doing. So anyway, off we went round the river. Mike Lefroy took a sandwich and 20 cents so that he could ring his wife Joy halfway round to convince her that he hadn't died yet. When we were going up the what we called Cardiac Hill, just past Royal Freshwater Bay Yacht Club, which very quickly got dropped off the route, and Mike managed to cramp both hamstrings, ended up lying in a puddle because it was raining that day, with Alex and I and Skippy standing around laughing at him. And that was the first ride. But anyway, we got back and had a coffee. We thought, you know, that was bloody good fun.